1967-70, over 3 million killed during the bloody civil war, including Asaba genocide. Kanu, 1980, 40,000 Igbo Christians. Meduguri, 1982-83, over 500 Igbos were killed. Jimeta, 1984, more than 1,500 Igbos were killed. Bombe, 1985, Zaria, 1987, Kaduna and Kabacha, 19... See the way they are murdering us. They are killing us. The same way, like the same way the whole world gathered against a Jew to kill them all. And they are gradually, systematically killing us. And who are the people encouraging them? The same Igbo politicians. The same Igbo politicians are the ones encouraging this massacre currently. This ethnic cleansing that is ongoing. The only people who want to stop this ethnic cleansing are the Biafrans. And guess what? The whole world is paying less attention to it because of our resources. They are milking without any, they are milking the way they want. But that has come to, it has come to a halt because this government of ours have come to stay. No Jupiter, I repeat, no Jupiter will stop it. They can go and apologize. They can go and write their junk every day, even call the best journalists to write it. It's Biafra we want and Biafra we are getting. Smile, are you there? Smart Dan, sorry. Smart Dan, are you close to your mic?
Yes, sir. How are you
Right.
today?
I am good, brother. Right.
Okay. I thank you guys. I thank everybody for being here today. It's not easy. At least we got to pay our dues to support Biafra. So when we are here, at least we are doing our best to make sure that we alert the people and also preach this good gospel of the message of Biafra. I have heard what few people have says. Somebody says something. If we can maintain that, that would be nice for us to focus on the topic that we come here.
All right, Biafrans. Excuse me. You are all welcome. Stella Abiam, I wanted to call you today, but quite unfortunate. Activities no gree me. Nana I just the enter house. So forgive me. Tomorrow I go call you, make we talk. We need you to come up. Hmm? We need you to come up. So, and just tomorrow until we talk finish. So, Biafrans, anyway, you are joining us from watching, looking, seeing, eyeing, peeping. You are welcome this wonderful hour, evening, morning, afternoon, depending on your location. We greet you. We greet you well. Biafrans, many things are still happening. And the question remains, where is Bianca Ojuku? Bianco, no, because he's not a Bianca Ojuku. He is Bianca. Oh no. Okay, where is Bianca? Oh no, because nobody should be bearing the name Ojuku and come to tell you rubbish and no rubbish and no rubbish. Yes, where is Bianca? Where is Bianca? So many things are happening. So many things are happening these days. The question is, why is it that nobody is talking about it? This is not what I want to. How many is this my topic? I beg. Let me try and see what is going on. This is not my topic. Oh, no. This cannot be my topic. Oh, let me refresh. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see if it will come out. This is not my topic. Now, why the topic gree come out? You go they bring another thing come out. Ah, this one shock. Oh. He shock. He shock. Why? I don't know why my topic no one come out to. Honestly, me, I don't know why the topic is not coming out. Why is he giving me another thing? Let me copy it first. And I'll put it here as well. Boom. Alright. Just Biafras. Meanwhile, we can be listening to something before I be able to put the topic, because the topic is something that about that the bodies. Now wow. Why is the thing being like this now? Why can't I edit it? God. Anyway, Biafrans, we are all welcome this evening. Let us continue. Why you need to be freed. Those that don't even understand, I pity una. I pity una. Why must you be free? Ndi Igbo, wake up. Don't allow what happened to you before to happen to you again.
That is not the decision.
Hold on. Please, no.
Are we your slaves? The way you elected was the way you were elected. Are we your slaves? How else you can suspend me here? Are we your slaves?
A lot is going on in our land, and of course, we have to defend ourselves any day, anytime. Nigeria terrorist government have come with a lot of propaganda. When you demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, they profile you. They call you criminals, they call you terrorists, they call you all manner of names. The reason for that is to demoralize you. And we must not fall for that. My fellow Biafrans, I call on you this evening, do not allow the names they call you today to demoralize you. We're remembering what Nigeria did to over 3 million Biafra children through starvation. Yet, the world, as at then, wanted us to move on. 50 years later, after recounting the numbers of Biafrans that died or should have been avoided, we are all here today for not just a revenge, but to finish what our fathers started. And of course, the most important of it all is to destroy Nigeria, the evil Nigeria entity, to destroy it. Nigeria is a terrorist state, and after destroying it, we will liberate our people through a process that has begun. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace, stability in our region. It will also end the upsurge of terrorists and piracy in the Gulf of Coast of Guinea, and of course beyond. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace and stability. Do not let the corrupt and criminal politicians to deceive you into believing supporting your own freedom is a crime, irrespective of our approach to restoring Biafra. I want to remind all of us, in 1776, the United States separated from the United Kingdom by declaration. Today, they are the world power. In 1830, Belgium separated from Netherlands. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe, both of the countries. In 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Today, they have transformed into global financial hub as a result of the separation. Why is it that when we call for separation, Nigeria and their criminals will be calling us terrorists? Don't fall for it. The past separation has led to the upsurge of economic development in the case of India and Pakistan. Norway, Denmark, Switzerland, each of these separation has led to the upsurge of economic development. In 2002, East Timor separated from Indonesia. In 1921, Ireland separated from the United Kingdom. Today, they are one of the powerful countries we have. In 1944, Iceland separated from Denmark, demonstrating that nations can part away without violence. Why do you kill Biafrans? Whenever we say we are fed up of Nigeria. In Nigeria, where you have dangerous diversity, in Nigeria, where you have the northern part of Nigeria practicing Islamic State, practicing Islamic Sharia law, and they have different culture, different laws, different rules, different everything. And with that kind of mentality and setup, we can never develop as a nation. That is the reason we call for the separate state, and of course for independent state for Biafra. Apart from the killings, genocide against our people, and jihad. In 1905, Norway and Sweden separated and goes their separate ways. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe because of the separation. In 1947, India and Pakistan separated. The list can go on and on and on. And when they want to tell you about Africa, they use Sudan to give you example. Biafra can never be Sudan. Biafrans are scattered all over the world, developing their countries of residence, making impact in governance and policy making. Sudan was never like that. Apart from that, we have a history. Democracy started from Biafra, and Nigeria continued to suppress us, enslave us, subjugate us into what we are today, destroying our sensibility and our sense of reasoning. Nigeria continued to enslave our people, enslave our future, and our progress. Today, in the same Nigeria, when the Biafra people try to rise through their business enterprises, Nigeria system will destroy it. They destroy it in Lagos, they destroy it in Kano, they destroy it in Kaduna, they destroy it in different parts of Nigeria. And in a system like that, you will all be diminishing until they wipe us in the surface of the earth. The only way to preserve our culture, value system, and save our life from extinction is a complete separate state. Exit from Nigeria, which the process has begun. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran has been killed, will start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. I rest my case. This is a warning to those threatening Biafrans as Nigeria are planning to protest. We have nothing to do with it. But once a Biafran is killed in the name of Nigeria protesting and target P2B into this protest, we will do wonders.
All right, Biafrans, sorry for that a little bit delay. We are all welcome anywhere you are joining from, anytime you are joining from. I greet you, I welcome you. Ajibo Sunday, I'm happy to be seeing you again. It be like saying when battle hard and I'm with the come out. I don't know because in 2021 you shower boom. 2022 you shower boom. 2023 after we don't fight to finish, you disappear. No, 2022, now 2022, you disappear. You disappear. Now 2025, you reappear again. When it be like say some things when they exist, the one begin to exist, you appear. I am happy we have you again, honestly, like Sunday, because you know how to make trouble. You they disturb, and that I remember how you used to disturb us in Okonkwo. Also, in Okonkwo will tell me, if I come there now, I will say Ajibo Sunday. And Ajibo Sunday too, they disturb. Hi, I greet you, my brother, with love. Ugo Chikuwanem, I can get Yamana Gemma. Still, like I said, I will try and get to you tomorrow. We'll talk. Is it that your channel? You must do that video. You must do because I called you looking on. Here, make a call like this, and I you get people got consequence. Hey, Pastor Chibere Chico, I greet you. I greet you, Shin. I greet you. I greet you. I greet you. Mark Joe, I greet you. I greet you. Woke Zike Kenekwenke, and every other person, those listening from space and so on. I'm just coming in and my eyes, I need to wash my face. I'll wash my face. But before I wash my face, I want us to understand that what is going on today is why our DPM with her government under our leader Simon Egba warned us of self-defense. And if you listen to what is going on, you see what is his name from Yoruba, that lawyer, the Faz, father to Faz, the musician. I've forgotten his name. Anyway, telling you Oshomole also supporting the act of the self-defense, and we see this man also say he's.
Ask you this: would you want to own a gun yourself? Would you want to be able to defend yourself if you are attacked by armed robbers or by kidnappers in your own home? Would you want to be able to defend your children and your wife if you are attacked? I mean, you're telling me no, you don't want to handle a gun. If you don't want to handle a gun, that's your problem. Then don't handle a gun. But there are many people out there who want to be given the opportunity to defend themselves. So I speak on behalf of those ones, not for people like you who might not want to have a gun, who are vulnerable, but you want to remain vulnerable. But you know that the police and the military cannot defend you. So look, as I said before, out there, there are already a proliferation of arms in the hands of kidnappers and armed robbers and bandits. So you just want them to continue? But you know also that the other alternative is to keep funding the military, keep funding the police, but we're not getting anywhere. Because before you and me, over the years, you know that in this country, that system has failed.
We know it, that the system has already failed, even from the beginning. The system has failed. Before it began, it has failed. So today, what is playing and what is happening and what is going on? This is why every gospel of Mazen Namon Kano, our leader, every gospel of Simon Eba, our leader, are what we should be revising our minds to. We should be going back. We should be going back to every sentence of their words and their teaching and their expositions. Our problem is that when we talk and when our leaders talk, we don't listen. We take them for granted. We say, leave them now. No one of those things. Now, no matter they go talk. Some say Mazenam they can na Kolo the warrior. Some say this, some say that. So many things. So today, for instance, we see Igbos telling you that they want how do they say it? They say Igbos are calling for apology. They are demanding for apology. Stella Zoka, I greet you. Igbos are demanding for apology from Nigeria. Over what? For what are you demanding for apology? What will apology do for you? You don't need the apology. You need to stand up and face and tackle the world. You need to stand up and challenge that strange lion that is standing before you. You need to stand up and stand before the face of that thing that has been confronting you, that has been blocking you, that has been holding you down, that has been intimidating you, demonizing you, and the fight against that thing. And that is the only time you will be free. Listen, all these Efulefu Igbos you see, they come out, they are doing hand like this. They got no single mouth when they go to the house. When they meet with Nigeria, they know they fit talk. They will be intimidated. Okay, we have seen, what is his name? Ojo Zokalo crying. We see Ogbenayono before he died crying. we see all of them, Rochas or Crusher, crying. All of them crying. And these are men of so-called men of intellectual timber and the caliber. They will pass on siren and blow you doors and blow you water. Even if care is not taken, their army and police will beat somebody to death because Russia Sokrosha is passing, because Ojo Zokali is passing. People that have no common respect for themselves. We see how Ojo Zokalo has been kneeling down for Atiku, kneeling down for the other one. He don't have value for himself, not talk of you. And Ohaneze demanding, Ohaneze today is demanding apologies for 1976 coup that was tagged Igbo coup. And I am Igbo coup. And I am asking, what happens to issues like this? Listen to this.
That is not the Are we your slaves? The way you are elected was the way you were elected. Are we your slaves? How else you can suspend me here? Are we your slaves? Every time you keep on picking leadership for us. We are not your slaves. Whether you like it or not, the way you are elected was the way we are elected. We are not your slaves. The way you are elected was the way we were elected. How else you can suspend me? You have done your worst, Mr. President. What do you mean by that? You have done your worst. You have done your worst. You have put us to the wall. Thank you. Yes, we'll start with that. Meaning what? Meaning what? Meaning what? Meaning what? It's unfair. It's unfair. It's not about me, it's not about any person. It's about the institution of Senate. Thank you, sir.
Do you see what transpired there? You see waiting play. You understand waiting play there? They don't have mouth. They don't have mouth. They are being controlled like puppets. As you see them, the way you are elected, you can be a slave. But because you are a slave. That music that say, I am a slave. I am a slave. That is what you people are. Even in your own father's house, you are a slave. That is why you see Asare Dokobo being a slave for Funanis against his own father's house. You see Tompolo being a slave against his own father's house. All of them. You see the one that is called West, what is his name, that just died last week, a slave to death. Where are his children today? His children are scattered everywhere in the world. It's only we, the Biafrans, that labor so much, that develop so much everywhere in that country. Yet, our children cannot enjoy our labor in that place you call Nigeria. For instance, Wigwe that just died, her children are fighting over the property just because they want to retain their father's legacy. The man have properties scattered everywhere. Their houses in Lagos, in Cross River, they cannot sleep there. They are only fighting for estates where money will be coming from. But the castle, you have go and watch the documentary of the man residential house in Lagos alone. Today, the children cannot live there. They will live in abroad. One will live in United Kingdom, the other one will live in Canada, the other one will live in Australia. This is how we are scattered everywhere. Ask yourself, why is it that the Fulanese will go to America, go to England, go to UK and study? After they finish their study, they will come back and take over Nigeria. But we go and they study, we do not come back because Nigeria does not belong to you. You think I'm lying? Ojo Zakalo, do you see any of his children in Nigeria? Whether medical doctor or even politician, they cannot practice in Nigeria. Who is that politician that their children? I'm telling you of we, the Biafrans. Do you see or do you know anyone that their children is in Nigeria doing anything? No. Despite the castles and paradises they build anywhere, everywhere. Look at Peter Obi. Peter Obi no get even one common chicken for Nigeria. He is trying to grab, steal, and run away back to where he is coming from. The former Enugu governor, Willie, where is he today? He is in America enjoying himself with his family. All the while he was there telling you he is governor, he want to want Nigeria. He never wanted anything. They don't believe. Listen, Nigeria is a place where even the leaders know that it is a lie. They know that Nigeria is a lie, that Nigeria cannot work. If you like, use your blood to paint them, it will not work. Do you see the Igbos? They are demanding for apology. They are demanding for apology. I call them fools. When you don't have right, when you are not permitted to speak, when you are supposed to speak, when you don't have the allocations given to every other person, when you are not being included in any allocation, when you are not being treated as one of them, you claiming you are Igbo. Listen to this.
Mr. Speaker, I'm from a zone, and none of the Southeast and other zones are captured in this particular place. And this is a national budget. We have to look at it critically. Mr. Speaker, I want to bring the attention of the House in this item 281, Light Rail, Kano Ogun, Lagos. Mr. Speaker, I'm from a zone, and none of the Southeast and other zones are captured in this particular place. And this is a national budget. We have to look at it critically. It's not for a particular state, Mr. Speaker. The Southeast need to be included. That is my point of order, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable.
Do you see it? Southeast was not included. Southeast was nothing. And he is bragging. Highest, they will give him small money. Pocket, he leave this thing you are talking now. Go and enjoy yourself weekend. Carry this beautiful girl. Go to London. Go to Dubai weekend. He will shut up. Listen.
I am sure in the course of the year that might... Mr. Speaker, no other time. It is now. Let us do it now. Mr. Speaker, observation.
They are already ongoing now.
Yours is noted, Honorable, and will bring it to the attention of Mr. President.
Order.
In the near future, we'll ensure that that balancing is done, okay?
Finish, yo. In the near future, we will be sure you are included. It's always the case. He will be called aside and give an envelope or Ghana must go. You are gone. Nobody cares about you. Today, I want to talk about maybe about 2 or 3 things. Firstly, Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to Igbos. Igbos. Or let's talk about foreign news before we go to
And I saw when the Lamb opened one. Christians have been found beheaded. Yes, beheaded in a church in the Democratic Republic. Scroll. How long, O man, fell to scroll when it is the Lamb. For the great day of Christians have been found beheaded. The Lamb. For the great day of his wrath has come, and who is able to stand?
Now, I just found this news this evening. I found this headline, and I think it makes some sense if we can just listen and just talk about it a little. I have the video, and I have the headline, and I have the news as well. Why are they taking it away? Okay, this is another one. Okay. Are you seeing the 70 Christians had no day in African country by ISIS aligned militant group say word mostly silent. 70 in a church inside. You see, there was a video I did the other time. As I was doing that video, YouTube blocked the video. Nobody was seeing it again. And then they wrote me that I should stop streaming that video. How they were dealing with Christians in Kenya. How they are taking over. By now, I don't know how many Kenya communities that are left that have not been Islamized. They are Islamizing them gradually, just the same way they are doing it in Nigeria, gradually gradually, community by community, community by community, and people don't see anything wrong with it. Today, they have finished taking over Niger, finished taking over Benue, they've entered Ebonyi, they have entered Enugu. And you think it will not get to you? When we tell you to fight for freedom, you call me a madman. I am a madman, no problem. You say Mazen Nandekalo should die, Simon Ekpa should die. They are evil. Really? Really? Listen to the video. Where is the video? Listen.
70 Christians have been found beheaded. Yes, beheaded in a church in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Why is no one reporting this? Why does no one seem to care?
In this Congo, it's inside the church. Inside the church. Not just inside the church. These are people that left their homes. They want to go and watch it. I am telling you that it is coming to everywhere, because you did not want to say anything. You think it is okay. You think it will not get to you. You think it is not your business. 70. Probably every one of them that went to church that day, no one escaped. No one go back home alive. And this is in the Congo, where the whole world eyes are focused, where they are taking mineral resources, gold, diamond, whatever, ornament, whatever, fighting to grab it. This is the same Congo, the same man that is in France told you that they are sorry, they are going to return. What have you returned? It is becoming worse and worse every day. The question is, why is it that nobody is talking? And when people like Prime Minister Simon Ekpa talk, you call him a terrorist because he's trying to stop this kind of thing from coming to his people. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu speak, you carry him, go kidnap him because you don't want him to talk. And then some people say Nnamdi Kanu is a madman, he's mental. He said Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Let him take him. Let me tell you, I've been saying it that when it will come to you, your money will not save you. Oh, a time is coming when they will enter church, enter house. You will leave all these your properties and run away. Where are you running to? You will run to Europe. You will run to America, right? They are also taking over everywhere. This is the time everybody must fight for their own domain. Fight to save your own ancestral land. Fight to save your own indigenous land. You don't, so many people are not even thinking on, they don't bother. Why is it that when small thing happen in Afghanistan, all of them are running into Europe, running into America? No, none of them is going to Saudi Arabia. None of them is going to Turkey. None of them is going to Dubai. Why? None of them is going to Iraq. None of them is going to Iran. They are all going to where there is no Muslim land. They are going to occupy. Look at what is happening in Portugal today. They have overrun Portugal. Europe today, gradually they are taking over. UK today, it is sealed. And you don't see it? Listen to the video.
Well, let me bring in Dexter Van Zyl, an expert on anti-Christian violence. Dexter, what can you tell us about this absolutely barbaric atrocity?
Okay, well, first of all, it took place in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is a huge country with about 105 million people, that right now is basically in a conflict with neighboring Rwanda over territory in Kivu, okay? And the violence was perpetrated by an organization that was affiliated with ISIS. And the thing is that there are some people who have argued that they are essentially working on behalf of Rwanda, because Rwanda is a neighboring country that covets and is actually taking control of an awful lot of the mineral resources in Kivu. And so what this violence has done is demonstrated that the Congo cannot protect its citizens from violence in Kivu or in North Kivu. And so what people are worried about is that this is essentially an attempt to kind of destabilize the Democratic Republic of Congo and legitimize Rwandan claims to the minerals in the region. And I don't want to underestimate or downplay the ideological hatred by the perpetrators of this group who murdered these Christians. But the thing is that it's taking place against a backdrop of geopolitics in Africa. And what has happened is, and so if the Congo, under the leadership of Felix Tshisekedi, can't protect its borders, essentially it's going to have to go for help outside the country, and the people live there, and that's why people are worried about it. The Congolese that I've spoken to here in the States say, I said, wait a minute, are you telling me that the Rwandans are supporting this attack? And they said, yes. And I said, but Rwanda is a Christian nation. And they said, yes, but this will help destabilize the region where all of these minerals that are used for the iPhones that we make, that we use in our lives. And so clearly there's an ideological and a theological component going on, but there's also a strategic issue as well.
Oh,
it's terrible, isn't it? It's hard. As a former Peace Corps volunteer, I served in the Congo for about a year, 14 months in the 1980s. And the problem is that if this violence is allowed to continue and the average Congolese learns and recognizes, and the violence like this against Christians perpetrated by jihadists is not a new problem. It's been a problem in North Africa for a long time. And the problem is that trying to get people to pay attention to it is very difficult.
Well, that's my second question is, you see the headline, 70 Christians beheaded, and you think, what? You almost can't fathom that headline. But is Islamic violence against Christians in Africa, is this an anomaly, basically?
Oh, no, absolutely not. This takes place in a number of countries throughout the region. And there are some people who are worried that essentially what we're looking at is a jihad against Christians in numerous other places in North Africa. And routinely we hear reports of these acts of violence. And the problem is that what happens when the Christians start to fight back? Are we going to start to see the equivalent of an interreligious war in the continent? And the problem is that there's going to be huge problems with this. The problem is that, first of all, the reason why this doesn't get as much traction as, say, the conflict, the Palestinian suffering in Gaza, is because there's just not that many reporters on the ground. And the Congo is a huge, dangerous place to be a reporter. And frankly, also, there's just a fair amount of ideological indifference to anti-Christian violence on the part of reporters in the West.
And Dexter, I think that's the question. If you were to replace 70 Congolese Christian with any other minority group, 70 Palestinians were beheaded, 70 people at a pride parade were beheaded, this would be the biggest news story of the decade. And yet this just happened and no one's reporting on it. And literally crickets.
Right. And it's like that with Boko Haram when they murder people in Nigeria. There's basically crickets. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we have essentially kind of an anti-Christian bias on the part of people who run the media. And the thing is that I think there's another factor is that essentially Christianity has been lumped in with essentially this whole notion of settler colonialism, and that whatever violence is directed their way is largely a consequence of the violence perpetrated by Christians in years past. But I'm going to tell you, I lived in Zaire, I lived in the DRC when it was called Zaire. And one of the reasons why I became a much more devout Christian was because of the church that I went to every Sunday morning as a volunteer. Okay. And I would go and talk to the local pastor when I had like spiritual crises as a volunteer. And the thing is that, so what has happened is that Black African Christians, okay, have suffered the consequences of hostility towards Western civilization and Christianity itself, in part because people don't care what happens to Christians unless it can be blamed. And part of it has to do with the fact that if the perpetrators are dark-skinned, well, then we're going to have to give them a pass. And it's a very, very strange milieu, so to speak, that we work in. But the thing is that unfortunately, this is the cynical side of me. I've been somebody that has documented hostility towards Israel for the past 20 years. But if the IDF were responsible for these beheadings, it would have made the front page of the Washington Post and the New York Times and every newspaper throughout the world. And there would be, Israeli Jews condemning it as well. But the problem is that because it's essentially black on black violence, nobody cares. And there was a book called Stealth Conflicts by a scholar by the name of Virgil Hawkins, and he's a tremendous scholar. And he documented the number of newspaper articles about the civil war in the Congo. And this was at a point of time when 5.4 million people have died. There were a few dozen newspaper articles or a few dozen news shows or segments on it. But then when you looked at the conflict between the Israelis and the Palestinians, which every one of the deaths is tragic, we're talking at this time maybe over a time frame of maybe 30 to 40,000 people had died. There were literally thousands of articles. So there were more articles than there were people killed during a specific period of time. And it had to do with, first of all, it was in people's interest that this conflict be covered. And more importantly, it was just easier to go to cover. The violence in the Congo is a huge country. It's kind of desolate. If you go there, there's a very good chance you're going to get very sick and you may not get good medical care. That was something that I experienced as a Peace Corps volunteer.
Yeah.
Go to Israel. You can have a nice meal at a restaurant in Jerusalem,
Okay. Amy Sammy said something, and we will go there before we talk about this that happened in um this. I hope the headline you can see it very well. I hope you can see the headline very well. Can you see it? I put it here. Did you see it? Can you see it now? Terror in Imo River. Over 30 mutilated bodies found in Abia community, and they tagged it ritual killing. But we will come back there. When we will come back there, we will tell you why the narratives are being changed against us. Yet we can't do anything about it. They change the narratives against me and you. Yet we can't do anything about it. Our power ends here in the social media. We don't have media. Let us go there. Let's hear what they have to say. Let's go here. Where is that? Okay. This one to go out.
Since the recent launch of former military head of state General Babangida's autobiography, A Journey in Service, heated debates have been the order of the day, of course, for Nigerians at home and those in diaspora as well. Reactions have ranged from commendations to knocks and for many, confusion about the way forward. 32 years after the revelation on his June 12th election, of course, and his role in that annulment. In his book, he reveals new information about his early life and friendships with prominent persons in Nigeria's history, his time in office, the Aburi Accord, Nigeria's transition to civil rule, the annulment of the election as earlier stated, the death of Delegiwa, and much more. On the program today, we unpack key revelations in the text as we process a possible way forward, particularly concerning the Igbo coup, which of course many have now realized it was not even an Igbo coup in the first place. What do the Igbos do with this new information? We are joined now in the studio by Active TV political correspondent Nnamdi Obaya. Nnamdi, pleasure to have you join us this morning.
Good to be here this morning.
Why are you not sounding like Ibrahim Babangida?
It's not possible to sound like him. I just find it hilarious to hear everybody reacting to this book. I don't think it's something that I was waiting to see what it was he would say that would be new or different. What I really wanted to see was maybe the rationale behind why his best man and best friend, Mama and Basta, was killed as a coup plotter. Even after many people begged him not to. Some people said that he did that thing as a kind of example, like, see what I can do to my own, imagine what I will do to you.
Is that not part of leadership?
Well, I mean, he was very, very cruel. It's not part of leadership, part of civil society organizations, those who sold out their people. Was MKO completely clean? Did he have any security information? You know, these are the things we heard then. Because the annulment of the election caused a lot of problems, you know. I'm old enough to remember, at least in 1993, I think I was in maybe GS1, and I was very aware of Osabiola, people running. How I remember is, that was the year we're moving from Sulere to Ikoyi. So we pack load, we go, we come back. So because of school, we did Ikoyi during the week, then the weekend we come and get more things. Get to Sulere and Sulere heavily Igbo populated. Come back weekend, almost nobody.
Yes.
Everybody has picked their kids and has fled. Some people, in order to, you know, keep their kids in school, because remember that all this happened at the time when there were exams and all that. The WAEC period, everything. So a lot of kids couldn't live like that. So people carried their kids and kept with friends who were not of Igbo extraction so that they could, you know, it was messy,
Harrowing,
it was funny. Most people don't really know about these things, but that was my memory. Coming back and seeing that almost all my people were had moved out. So there was a very, very serious consequence of that election. And to keep quiet till, imagine I'm talking about, I was in GS1 when this happened. Look at how many years later. So you're waiting to say all this, saying, look, as a young officer, I know that thing was called an Igbo, but and yes, we know Kaduna and Zogu is from what we call Delta State. It's so funny how while we are clamoring for Anyama State, some people are saying, oh, but you are not Igbo. But the person who led the so-called Igbo coup was from what we now call Delta. It was then called the Midwest State. And he wasn't even, and even as he certified, he was a Hausa boy completely. He was not
barely speaks Igbo, but fluent with Hausa.
Couldn't speak it. He was speaking Hausa.
Yeah.
Like he was a full Hausa person. And then I remember Ademo Yega had already written the book Why We Struck.
Yeah.
Right.
And the names of all the plotters was there, everything. There's nothing new.
The truth,
as it is telling us.
The truth about the coup was in Why We Struck. But I don't get the reason why people didn't pay attention and they are paying attention to IBBs at this point in time. But let me take you to this Nigeria. June 12th, why I won't use word sorry by IBB. Do you think that's the right thing to do? To say I'm sorry than, just making the conversations around the book and revealing everything that happened during the election and every other thing that entails in that book.
Okay, so let's understand the political climate of that era. But I don't think this is too long after the fall of the Berlin Wall. The Cold War had ended, quote unquote, on paper, but there was lots of froggy conflicts. But now it had moved from, arming militia in different countries to now seeing how for not saying to be delegation and who was the federal government.
They are benefiting from the marginalization of the now being debunked in this particular book. Igbos are saying, what next? Because they have been marginalized for so long. They're still being marginalized as we speak. You brought up the fresh perspective of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which is now going to bypass the southeast states. So it's also
a railway running through the southeast.
Precisely that, So it makes a lot of sense if you really think about it deeply. Now they're asking, what are we to do with all this information? Do you see the revelations made in that book as stirring unity in Nigeria or more division?
There was a point Oji made earlier, which I'm very sorry we let pass like that, which was he said, all these things have been said before. Why we struck.
Why we struck.
Why is it that we are just all oohing and eyeing now? It's because Indigo have not invested in media. They cannot control any narrative. They cannot set any agenda. Any student of media will tell you, will define agenda setting for you. You need to give space, time, and consistency to affect the discourse in the public square. The Igbo do not have enough media. They don't have enough media outlets, enough media platforms to even affect any public discourse in this country. Even within the southeast, external media from other places affect discourse here more than the media houses in the region we are staying. So even if we're not investing in media, all these things will continue to be moderated by people who own the media. And who own the media? Beneficiaries of past, because politics, very much people got their early money. So, and the people who didn't make their money from early politics, the Igbos, refuse to invest in media. They remain traders. So they cannot affect policy, they cannot affect governance. They just have to take anything they see and make the best of it, which is what they have remained. Had it been that there had been proper investments in media, even if it was in diaspora, everybody would have been aware of it. We won't be talking about this now.
I want to ask this question, right? In all this, right, regarding the 1966 coup leading to everything that happened, the pogrom, the counter coup, the pogrom, and whatnot. In all this conversation, there's one man that they've been dragging or calling out to speak all these years. General Yakubu Gowon. In all this, what is his fate before he leads us to meet his maker? Are there amends, conversations that's meant to be had with this man and the Nigerian state
he's not the only one who is alive. Yes, he was there. He can tell the truth. But he's not the only one. Theophilus Danjuma is still alive.
I was even present at the launch.
Theophilus Danjuma is still alive. He's doing so much charity and doing so much philanthropy in his old age. But I mean, I think these were the guys, if I'm correct, who went to pick up Agbo Ironsin at State House in Ibadan. That led to the death of Agbo Ironsin and Adekule Fajri. They're all alive. They are dead. But one is still alive. He's dead. If they are ready to speak, they should speak. If they are not, they can go and meet their maker, because there is nothing anybody is saying right now that is changing. Okay, I think this book has come. We are oohing and eyeing and making all sorts of noises in the media. What is really happening? To be fair, even the factional Ohanese that I'm calling a clown show are the only ones who have even at least brought anything out of it. Okay, let there be reparations. But are you going to present the book as evidence in court? Are you going to subpoena IDB to court? In Nigeria, there's a judge that will give you a subpoena to go and bring Ibrahim Badamos Babangida from Mina to court.
Okay, now we're all asking and yearning for a statement by General Yakubu Gowon, and Oji has been quite strong on that on the show. But we also realize that he did write the foreword of this book, and he's encouraging. Let me get to that line. He recommended the book to the generations.
IBB is saying, he's talking about inconveniences. Inconveniences. What a joke. People died. Lives were destroyed. You cannot recover what we have lost as a nation. He just said it's inconveniences. What a sad admission. What a sad choice of words. The president is so regrettable that he's talking in these terms. He's dancing on the grave of people who were just maliciously killed. I singled out Bagauda Kalto is a journalist with Tempo News. He was actually burnt alive in the course of this June 12 crisis. What do you say about Bagauda Kalto? What do you say all the people who were killed on the streets of Ikorodu in Lagos? In the good country, if he says he accepts full responsibility, what does that mean? He deserves a bullet in the head, like Hitler did in 1945.
By himself. Dr. Fakonda.
It's accept responsibility?
Yeah.
Yes, certainly.
I see that you question his choice of word, his euphemism. So let us sort of do a canvas writing. Yes, you absolutely challenge it. Besides the bullet in his head, if you were writing the script, what should he be saying or doing today? What are the right words or what are the right actions?
He has no right to even talk to Nigerians at all. He has no right to show his face. He's supposed to be hiding in shame until he dies, to be honest. Look, let's lay the history.
Yes, let's lay
the generation of the soldiers from 1966.
Yes.
It is now almost 60 years. Their class damaged Nigeria beyond redemption. Beginning from General Gowon, who brought Udoji Awards to spoil the economy of Nigeria. General Mutilated killed people in Abagana, in Agbo. He himself, how many people were killed deliberately, pointedly, without remorse over these years? It's not just him. It symbolizes the debacle of Nigeria in the last 60 years that we have had. Now, the effect of what he has done is much bigger than we think.
Yeah.
There are 3 days in Nigeria history now, 3 dates. October 1960, January 15, 1966, June 12, 1993. We started up as a country in 1960. It was truncated in 1966. 1990 will have been the point where we emerge as a nation, not a mere geographical expression. That chance was lost and lost almost forever. That's the greatest destruction on the Nigerian country, not the Nigerian nation.
There is, Dr.
And we have not.
Okay, and you that is called Kenneth, I go curse you, and I go beg Biafrans to say, fool like you don't want to discuss what we are discussing. You love PM. You love PM, really? What have you done about our PM? You love him. Ndị PM no PM, my PM, the same way una do Opatobie. Criminals everywhere. That's what we are saying. Now, all the things that has been happening, they hide the history from you. You don't know what is going on. It's because you don't have media. You remember that Ojo Zokalo came out with the song then, and was publishing everything. Boom, boom, boom. What did they do? They call him. See, if you don't take your time, we go kill you, kill everything the way you get them for here. We go kill you, come out for here. Do you remember? I don't know those of you that remember when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started, I'm feeling good. Let me put on something. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started, I think, was it in 2012? Either 2012 or so. Then there was no Facebook. No, I don't know when Facebook started. I don't know. But when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started, there was nothing, know how to publish. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went to Ojo Zokano. We have Champions newspaper owned by the criminal Iwenyewu that died. Iwenyewu refused to publish Nnamdi Kanu Biafra. Ojo Zokalo accepted to publish. That was why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was shouting and saying all sort of things, leaking secrets of Nigeria when they held Ojo Zokalo. Hey, Kenneth, I will block you here. If you ever make any statement that is not what we are discussing, I will block you and I will lay a curse on you. So be careful. Let this be the last time you will come here to cause or change narrative or cause distraction. Be careful. You can go to the place you go and do your gossip and do not here. Okay? I warn you for the last time. So, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went to Ojo Zokalo. That was why he was fighting for Ojo Zokalo when Ojo Zokalo was illegally taken to prison. Ojo Zokalo agreed to publish Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his Biafra IPOB. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started with Ojo Zokalo. Ojo Zokalo published, I think, either 2 or 3 times. Nigeria warned Ojo Zokalo, if you ever publish Nnamdi Kanu again, we will take your license from you. Ojo Zokalo called them. What I'm telling you is authentic. If you know anyhow you can verify, go and verify. Ojo Zokalo called Nnamdi Kanu and told Nnamdi Kanu, I no go fit do am again, no. If I try am, they go collect the license. What is essence? Nnamdi Kanu understood and went away until he was able to find Facebook. I think somebody that was around that will be able to understand what I'm saying today is somebody like Ogodoman, because Ogodoman has been there with him. You know, people don't even know Ogodoman as people that were there with Nnamdi Kanu. Ogodoman is one of the people that Nnamdi Kanu talked every minute. But you will not know. He don't make noise. Ogodoman should know what I'm telling you now. I wish he's listening here. He will, if he can come in now and tell you that what I'm saying is true, he will even tell you the story better than I'm telling you now. So our people don't have media, and even those that have the little media, we have Champions newspaper. I don't know if it is still there. Then by Iwenyamu, and we have the Sun newspaper, Ojizokalo. I don't know if there is other one. But all these media are not publishing anything beneficiary to the Ndi Igbo. They publish to the tone of Nigeria because Nigeria is controlling media. Today, look at this news here. Today, look at the news. They will always change the narrative. They tell you terror on Imo River. Over 30 bodies found in Abia community. Ritual killing. They tell you say na ritual killing. Now the question is this. Which kind of ritual killing they do where they call ritual kill 30 people, over 30 people at the same time, come on their body parts? Which kind of ritual killing be that one? For how many ritual houses they? The link is there. You can come in if you want to come in. How many ritual temples or shrines they where can't do this kind of matter? How many of them? I am asking a question, oh, very innocently asking this question because I really want to know. How many ritual homes? How many ritual houses? For those on space, if you cannot see the link, but I just posted the link on in the comment section. You click the link and they come in. But if you can see it and you really want to contribute, come to YouTube and then drop your contribution. Now, I am not going to read all right. Now, I am not going to read the news because it's annoying. Because when they see the truth, they will always turn it against you. Now, over 30 people, probably 49. Remember, 39 is over 30. 35 is over 30. 38 is over 30. So, over 30 mmadụ, okorobịa na agbọghọbịa, ụmụ ndị mmadụ, children of the men, were pied and thrown inside the water. And Nigeria is telling you today that they were used for ritual killing. And the question we should be asking, which ritual did you use 30 people to do? I think I have removed that, Mumu. Which ritual did you do with over 30 people? When our leader Simon Ekpa was telling us that these people are using their bodies, are using our men. If you go to Obinze, you see freezers filled with apamo, urobi, pass, aho pass mado. Are you getting the message? This is our land. because we don't have media, because we don't, all we care about is building mansions, building hotels that cockroaches live. Nobody wants to invest in a media, even if it means investing in a media that will be publishing from outside. Nobody cares. Look at the whole Nigeria is Yoruba. AIT for where? Which one you get? Which one you owe? 30 bodies. We dey talk am, e be like say na nothing, e no mean anything. 30 people, 30 human beings. These 30 human beings, the only son go dey there. Somebody papa go dey there. Somebody brother go dey there. Somebody breadwinner go dey there. Somebody wey dey pay school fees for people go dey there. And they go on and on and on. Over 30, not just over 30, can be 37, 38, 35. The important thing is that they have labeled them for that they were all by the for sure. The first one was in Congo. Over 70, they come out their head for inside the church. And the Oyibo journalist, CBN was asking, why is it that nobody is talking? Despite the same Congo you come to harvest gold and the other minerals, why is it that you are not interested in the people in that land? The same thing happening in our land today. Finland do not care, is not interested in what is happening to us. They are only interested in what they want. They want our natural gas. Wait there for Uguta. Wait there for our land. Wait there for Mambala. They don't want us to leave. They don't care. That is why they tagged, they tell you that they are suspecting Obata for terrorism. They say they are suspecting him for terrorism because they have agreed and collaborated with Nigeria. If you will be able to bring him down, if you will be able to stop him from making this Biafra happen, we will give you gas. And the gas pipeline, they are laying it. But what they have forgotten is that somebody might get angry tomorrow and they put fire for that pipe and they give himself, use and do what you want. The pipe don't burn and he go burn enter Europe. If you put and finish, the person put and fire for wherever he put them, he go enter Europe with that fire. This is what you people are not thinking. You do know that people are now so cruel because you have turned us into mad people. You've made us heartless. You have taught us how to live a life of living for now, not thinking for tomorrow, because tomorrow we don't know what comes. Every minute we see it as our last opportunity. These 30 people now we are talking about, probably they left their house in the morning. Probably they left their house in the evening. Probably in the afternoon. The important thing is that at a time in point, they left their houses and those with children hug their children and say, I am coming back, I will buy you something. Imagine. Just imagine the same way you leave your house, hug your children. Someone say, Daddy, I love you. Your wife will tell you, I beg if you come back, help me buy that thing for that supermarket. And they never come back. And the ugly part of it is that not that they were involved in motor accident, not that they were shot by armed robber, is that Nigeria buy them and they throw them inside water. Musa buy them and throw them inside water. And they told journalists never to report, even if you will report. You can target ritual killing. What kind of ritual killing is this that you have over 30 people inside water? Is it that the water is the ritual master, or that the water is their ritual, or the water is their shrine. This is what I don't understand. I need an explanation. If you are not fighting for your freedom now, if you do not want to come out to listen, I was telling us that whatever anybody, I told us, should be last week, I said, I don't want to do gossip again. Once in a while, I might explain some things, but I will not dwell in gossip. We have done that for 2 months and we have left them behind, and they will always remain behind. They will always take stories from us to publish. You see, dibia na-agwọ otele chefukwara n'ike ya etukwu n'ala. Yeah. All this thing now, this thing they are attacking ritual killing is because Ojo Zokalo Pikin no they there. Hope Uzodema Pikin no they there. And I want to tell you that we are discussing these 30 people today, over this over 30 people today, because they were discovered by somebody that want to break the camel's back by coming to shout. There have been so many that nobody discovered, or probably there have been so many that people that don't care that have discovered and move on. Yeah, that is it. All these things Alexander stopped, ignored lives of people, because we are not finished citizens. We are not finished. They tell you they are white. I don't know who told them they are white. They are not white. Their color is wine color. We are meant. What now? Them right Bible give you. They told you that Adam and Eve was created from the ground. Ground they be like whose color resembles sand. No be my color, no be your color. Their color they for sand. If God created man out of sand, why is their color like that? That means who were the original people that were created by that God they were telling us? Now me and you, look your skin. You will see your color in the sand. We have black sand, the kind of skins we have in black. We have fair, the one like me, some sand. You will have red people. That is why we Africans have colors of different colors. But them, the same thing they are. Unless you see we Africans, somebody go give somebody belly for their place, or they can't give your person a belly, they go can't get something way different from their color. Their color is not anywhere to match what they told us God created. Have you wondered why they hate us so much? We finish school, we serve them. We no go school, we serve them. We have to cross rivers, die in the river just to come here to serve them, just because we want to put food in our mouth. Yet, they never love you. They don't love us. We go through hell to get their document, just to walk, or just a document to walk in their land. You go through hell to get that. Some people have lived in Europe 50 years. That document, they have not gotten it. I'm not lying. Ask other people that are living. You know, one problem we don't know is that you will be told if you come, you stay 2 years. It's a lie. So many people have lived in Europe, die here. I know a man now, he is over 70 years living here, no document, and the country no go ever give him that document. We come, we grow old in their land, we die in their land. Because they don't like you. If they like you, they would have asked you. If they really, really liked us, Alexander Stubb of Finland wouldn't have joined hands with Nigeria to carry Simon Ekpa Batobi and throw him into dungeon. Because Simon Ekpa has done nothing wrong. Is it not the same Alexander Stubb that told you that they value freedom? They value human rights? I wish I can see that video now. Alexander Stubb told us that he cherish. They are Finnish people that know where they are coming from. That they have been there before. They have fought for their freedom before. Is it not the same people? Why is our own freedom? Why would our own freedom be different? Why will our own freedom be different? I think I found the video. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm bringing the video. I found it. Thank God for Twitter where you go and you find any video you kept there. Find it immediately. Hold on. This is the same man, Alexander Stubb, that has took our prime minister and threw him into dungeon because he's fighting for freedom. Listen to him.
We in Finland know what it means to fight for your independence.
Are you getting it? That they in Finland know what it means for anybody to fight for their independence. He is talking to Ukraine. And this has proven every reasonable doubt that this man Stubb is a racist. That means all this while Alexander Stubb has been taking pictures with our PM. They hug a hand, they make shares, they go party together, they go to restaurant together, they share together, they do everything, do campaign together. He has been saying, you think I like you? Let me get the opportunity, I will throw you into dungeon. It's not just, he has never liked our PM, because somebody you love, you will not do that person this kind of favor unless there is any reason, but there is no reason. They know what it means to fight for freedom. They know. Listen, let us listen to the end. Listen again. Listen.
We in Finland know what it means to fight for your independence. We did it from 1939 to 1944. You are fighting for your independence. You're fighting for your rightful place with the West. I wish you, Ukraine, the best of independence. Slava Ukraini. We in Finland know what it means to fight for your independence. We did it from 1939 to 1944. You are fighting for your independence. You're fighting for your rightful place with the West. I wish you, Ukraine, the best of independence. Slava Ukraini.
Did we get that story very, very well? We hear him very correctly that they have been there. They fought for their own. And they are supporting Ukraine to be free. But they say you, Biafra, you will not be free. Is it not time you want somebody that don't want you to be free? You think he will love you in his land forever? I want us to think common sense. Had it been we are Arab country, if we are like Tunisia or Tunisia or Morocco that is fighting, since they would have supported us. You know, many people don't even know that this Morocco, Tunisia, they came to Africa. They were not originally Africans. They came to Africa. You don't know that. That is why they don't want you to know any history. They were never part of us. Every African is me and you color, our color. They were never part of us. And they are. Even till now, Morocco, Tunisia, they tell you they don't follow you for Africa. They are not part of you. So you are not, you listen, independent, freedom, liberty, freedom of speech, rule of law, rules of engagement, justice is not for me and you. That is what Finland is telling us. If you are supporting Ukraine in a war, supplying them arms, giving them money, supplying them food, supplying them clothes, sending your army troops to them to fight, to keep their land, and you carry the one person we have, Simon Ekpa, and throw into dungeon, and you say your name is Alexander Tube. Tube na agba. That is what you don't know. You don't know that you have driven Biafrans mad. And when people are mad, they don't know who be who. We don't have lives. Our lives has been taken away. We are not enjoying. Oh, look at what I'm wearing. To get a job, you will suffer. Our people have to die in the Mediterranean Sea to come here. Our people fell sick on the road to get here. Many of them die in the desert, die in the road, die on the road, die in the house, die in the water to get here. And yet, when they get here, you think the problem is over. That is when the problem begins. They will just tell you, go, go, go. Go, your brothers are in the city. Go and meet them. Then when you come to city, who is that your brother you are going to meet? No job, no food, no house. Is when you will understand that many people, many Biafrans are living on the street. Many has gone mad on the street of Spain today as I'm talking to you. Only that my mind, I no get that mind to see my brother wait there here. He no correct again. I go video rap. Even 2 days ago, Saturday, right, or Friday, I think that was on Friday, I saw a lady, mad. Wetin make am mad? Trauma. Probably the way they were tormented or beaten on the way, or what happened, what she saw in the water. She ran out. There are many of them. Some sleeping in the park, some sleeping in this cold. I know fit can no be those where they take joy in videoing. If not, I go they video them, they show you. But there are ones I saw here I've shown it before. I will show it again once in a while. I can't find them now, but I will look for the video. Maybe tomorrow I will bring it up. One of them, a graduate that graduated in Nigeria, came here in Europe, was in Italy, nothing, stayed in the mortuary, watching cops. Yet that they tell you that when you come, you will watch cops. That is a job. That is no job, my brother. He was working in a morgue, cleaning the dead bodies. They tell am say, bro, job don't finish, make you go. You no find job. You go Germany, go dey do scavenger, dey pick dustbin. The video is here. One for Italy. Now inside bullshit, they say, I have the video. I will look for them tomorrow. But when we talk, people don't understand. I see such things, it bleeds my heart. It's only somebody that is not a human being we see such a thing, and you are happy to video them and show people. How many times have we seen our brothers and sisters gone mad in the street of South Africa, in the street of India, or those that even die? How many of them can you count? And Alexander Stubb is taking our PM into custody for fighting for the freedom of his own people. And you know, with your mouth, you told us shamelessly, you come out to tell me that you have been there. You fought your own freedom. You want somebody else to be free while I should be remaining in bondage. God forbid, you no go work for you, Alexander. You no go work. You no go work. We must fight for our freedom. If we refuse to fight for our freedom, we are gone for good. If we fail to fight for our freedom, our own don't finish. Nkaya guwokwao. Over 30 bodies. Over 30 bodies. They will always tell you lie because you have no choice. You see that one in the house, red chamber. You see Ojo Carlo. The best they can do is to go there and cry. But I would rather not to go there than to go there and not be able to do anything for myself and my people. What is the essence of going there? To cry, to enrich yourself. You're a wicked man. Allocations come, you don't get anyone. You ask, they tell you maybe some other time you will be included. Are you not ashamed? Has that not told you that you are not part of them? And you are boldly asking, am I your slave? You are their slave if you don't know. You are their slave. You don't understand what you are. If you know what you are, you will not be asking if you are a slave. You are already a slave, a happy slave, for that matter. Happy slave. All they are good for is going in convoy, celebrating, enjoying. If we refuse to support our freedom, we are gone. It's not, listen, those of you in abroad, it's not about being an abroad that you are not safe. Oh. Me, I know they safe. Do you know why? Those of you in abroad knows that if you tell yourself the truth, you know that if you have any problem, you come from Africa, B, and you are in Europe. For instance, we here in Europe, here in Spain today, me, I have never, even to be police to say, give me a card, they have never asked me before. They have never asked me before. Give me a card. Police never asked me before. So my record is as clean as heavenly record. But those people, where they heated for ground, where they cover their body like Aisha Yusuf. Now then they pickpocket for here. Now then they do all manner of evil thing for here. If me and them go to government office now for anything, na me go first go there, maybe 10 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours before them. They go call them first, settle them. When it reach my turn, they go tell me, say, chances no day again. We go call you when chance come. What I am saying, you can ask any other person in Europe, in Spain, in Spain, mostly Italy. Ask and find out if I'm lying. If you go to look for job, God save you, say no be with them. There are priorities. Then, before you go to ask yourself, no be these people, they do bad things pass everybody. Waiting be the difference because they don't want. Michael Jackson say, when Michael Jackson sang that song, people don't understand. Michael Jackson did everything to be like them, yet the racism was not taken away. The wall of demarcation was still there. He planted his hair to be long like their own, washed his skin to be permanently white like their own. Yet, he came to sing, there nobody care about us. They don't want to care about us. You think it's just a song? You know, when musicians sing, I know they talk of all these Arab and musicians. Musicians, when they sing, listen to their song. Michael Jackson was saying, nobody cares about us. People don't understand. Despite all his money, something was missing. Have you not seen Yaya Toure cry in the field? Did you not see? Even Kaka of Brazil, have you not seen him cry in the field? Racism. How many of them, what is his name? Many of them, all of them. Am I talking of Pogba, Drogba, Pogba, that small boy? See the kind of humiliation. If you score, you are playing to score. When he score goal, they will be booed because he scored goal. If he don't score goal, he will be booed. They go call him names. If he score, the opponent go insult them. They go remind them, say, you be monkey, black monkey. They'll cry. Grown men cry because they have proven to you that you no belong to us. So we be two different people. I want us to understand that the only way out is freedom. But what is his name? Lucky Dube said at a time he was asking the policeman, how much do I pay for my freedom? Policeman can't tell him, say, even prison, they don't even want to put you for prison anymore. School, because they had the opportunity to go school earlier. He refused to go school. Their people refused to go school. When they come back and say, let us go to school so we will have a stay in our land, policeman said, we don't want you in schools anymore. We don't want you even in the hospital. They are tired of beating them and treating them. Go and listen to those Lucky Dube music. He is speaking senses to our brain, yet we refuse to listen. But Mali, the same thing, we refuse to listen. We go listen to Favor in Bible saying nothing. Support your freedom. No. When this thing falls, it will fall on your head. You think, say, only my head. Unless we join hands together, we'll fight. A time will come when Nigeria will be tired of killing you. All they will build is prison. When Shagari won election, he came to Olo. I remember when people went to Olo with joy to go and they see their president, they came back, they were complaining that I was very little, that he is going to build prison in Olo. That was how he built prison for them in Olo. Prison! They don't want any good thing for you. The only thing they want is prison. They will throw you there to languish there. Look at Evan the kidnapper. Evan the kidnapper is today begging, take everything I have repented, let me go. Nigeria said no, you go pay for your crime. But those Funanis that carry AK-47 in the name of ISIS, IPOP, ISWAP, Boko Haram, Lokawara, Korowara, Funani headers, they are being forgiven on daily basis. Yet you are not asking yourself questions. Am I the same people with these people? And in case you don't even know, Funanis are strangers in Nigeria. Utman Danfodio came to Nigeria and they go into Hausa people, begin to establish, invite his brothers to come. That was how they conquered Hausa and they took over. Before, we used to have Hausa. When I was little, I never knew anything like Funani. I be you, uncle. You know, say Funani day before. No, for instance, we can't hear Funani. We call them Hausas, but today they have grown wings, they have matured. They tell you initially when they begin to grow wings and wear coat and cover their heads and come out, they will tell you we are Hausa Funani. But today they are telling you we are Funanis. No more Hausa, no more Hausa anywhere. Who is Hausa today? They are wiping them out on daily basis, taking over their communities. These are the same people you have lived with for years, the same people that accommodated you for years, and you think is if they wipe the people they have lived together with for years, it's you. It's you. You think he dawa for like this, a shame worship priest. Pray that Biafra comes quick. Over 30 bodies. They tag them, they tell you they were used for rituals. How many ritual homes use these people that dump them in the river at the same time? Musa should know. Probably Musa is now a ritualist. He should tell us. Nigerian military, Nigerian security forces, they should explain to us. Probably Nigerian security forces are now ritualists or occultic masters because they are responsible. Over 30 bodies of suspected ritual killing victims have been found in Imo River, Abia State, sparking fire and outrage. The victims, mostly young women, were mutilated before being dumped. Monarchs give vigilant groups and the security agencies have raised the alarm. Read the full details. The Oriendo Autonomous Community in Umuahia North local government area of Abia has been thrown into a state of fear and panic following the discovery of over 30 decomposing bodies suspected to be victims of ritual killings. The gruesome discovery at Imo River, which has sent shockwaves across the state, was confirmed by the traditional ruler of the community, His Royal Highness Eze Philip Ajumiwe, who revealed that the bodies, mostly young women, were either found completely naked with missing private part or stuff inside bags before being dumped into Imo River. Speaking to journalists in his palace, the monarch raised the alarm over the rising cases of ritual murders in the area, blaming the heinous crime in unknown assailants allegedly operating from the neighboring Imo state. According to Eze Ajumiwe, this shocking discovery have been happening since last year, with the most recent case being that a young woman's body which was found floating in the Imo River without private part. The bodies we find are mostly dumped at night. By morning we wake up to this historic sight, he lamented. Now, hold on, it's here. Now, do you remember sometime 2 years ago or so, I think 2 years ago, I was making a program here. Somebody called in to tell us that the in Imo State, Futo, Army Gate or Navy Gate close to Futo, people that comes out sometimes do not come back to school, and they will say they have traveled, mostly girls, remember. And then Osoba came out to make this program that these people disappear from checkpoints, army checkpoint and the police checkpoints. Nobody is looking. Today they are telling you they are for ritual killings. And not for ritual killings. Their organs has been harvested by the same people. That have you forgotten the woman that came out to tell you about that woman that came out to tell us how, who is telling us no sound? He's saying no sound. Are you sure? Shake your device. Shake your device, Sister Shoma or Mazi Shoma. Can shake your device to be sure, because I'm sure there is sound. Okay. I'm sure there is sound. Let me see. Let me be sure. I know there is sound. Yeah, there is sound. Yeah. There is sound, my dear Shoma. Go and shake, either you log out and come back again. So Nosongwa also came out, I think last year. Last year, I think. Nosongwa came out telling us how people have been getting disappeared from army checkpoints. Nobody listened. Today, you are telling us they are ritual killing. Why are they ritual killings? What is those army that are blocking roads morning and night doing? They are only extracting money. Army, police, Kotema, soldier, navy, air force, they gag our land, they block road everywhere. Yet, you tell me rituals are happening in the same place. What are they doing? Where people will not be able to pass. Even pregnant women will have to come down from vehicle and walk for like 20 minutes before they will enter car. Yet, ritual, you tell me that ritual killings are happening. Who is deceiving who now? Now, who they deceive who is the question. If the place that army and the police are gagging people, every 1 kilometer you see police, how did these people carry out their ritual killing? That's the question. We better wake up. We better wake up. If we don't wake up, if we don't wake up, it no go good though. It no go good. May God have mercy on us. Since nobody joined the conversation, at least I don't try 2.5 hours. I don't try. No limit the talk here. Throw to don't depend. I just came in and jumped into the studio. But one thing I want us to understand is that all these things are happening. Look at what happened in Congo now. Just look at what happened in Congo. 70 with their commode their head inside their church in Congo. It's only God that will touch our mind. That is what we are fighting to be free. And you see some criminals causing distractions here and there. You see some fools causing distractions here and there because you go 247 no sabi speak English. Instead of you to fight for your freedom, you begin to analyze how we go 247 don't speak English. Because you don't like to go 247, you begin to analyze and dissect to go 247 instead of fighting for your freedom to set your people free. You think you'll be free? Nobody will be free because it's about the whole. It's a global agenda. Not only we go fight to free ourselves. If we fail to fight to liberate ourselves, we are doomed. Look at what is happening in Congo today, Liberia, everywhere. Everywhere you have these blessings of resources is where you see them causing commotion. Look at Libya. All of them. Now the question you should be asking yourself, Saudi Arabia, don't they have oil? Iraq, Iran, don't they have oil? Why are they not sending their Ndiara to go and destroy the way they want to destroy Africa? We have to free ourselves from the mental slavery. Only ourselves can free our own minds. If not, we don't finish. If not, we are gone. We are gone, and the original one, no be say we are gone, nah. No, we are originally finished. Clement is saying, listen, all we need is freedom. If we get our freedom, all this banning of who and who is a secondary issue. If we have our freedom fully restored, and you get your house now you go tell somebody when they come inside your house, whether you go wear slippers enter, you no go wear slippers enter, whether you go be like masquerade before you enter your house or no. Now you go tell them how you go be. Now you go tell them how you go be. You no go try and for Russia say you want do masquerade. They go tell you no be here. Go do them. Now you get your land. Now you get your house. May God give us wisdom to understand that nobody can save us. Nobody can fight for us. Nobody is coming to. You see, what has happened now? What happened now in Finland should tell us have explained, not that should, have explained everything to us, have told us everything, has taught us everything, has played everything, even put them inside our ear. What Finland has done today has broken this our Olodo head and put them inside. He say, now you go fight for yourself, oh, nobody can fight for you. Now, one thing we are scared of fighting, maybe we will die in fighting. If you don't fight, you will still die. You don't understand. If you don't fight, you will die. So why don't you fight? Why don't you fight? When the children of Israel were being besieged, they became panicking. Only 3 lepers said, what is the point? If we dey here, they go still come here, they go kill all of us. So what is the sense? And now they go first kill. These 3 lepers, inside the city, they no fit enter. They tell them, say, you be lepers, you cannot come close to us in the city. They were abandoned in the gate. You cannot cross the gate to go inside the city. That gate is where they remain. Nobody passes to give them food again. They said to each other, what are we doing here? Let us crawl to these our enemies that want to kill us. Probably if they see, say, we want to hand ourselves over to them, they go say, would they useless? They go give us food to eat. Even if they kill us, better say they kill us, make we die quick than to stay here and die slowly for hunger and as they were going. The noise of their crawling and what they put in on their knees, God turned it into a mighty warriors with chariots unnumbered coming, and those enemy heard of it and ran away. That Israel has come with heavenly chariots. They ran away. And those 3 lepers become the wealthiest people in the land of Israel. They have to acquire as many wealth as they want first. Then they crawl into the city to tell the people, the enemies are gone. God have chased them away. And those lepers that were rejected yesterday became the mouthpiece, became the savior, became the hero, become the salvators of those people in the Israel. They would have died there in hunger. Even when the enemy are gone, they never knew. They were still scared. Hey, if we come out with that, but hungry, then they kill them one by one. Hungry, don't they kill them one by one? You watch your brother fall, he die. You still afraid. What are you afraid of? When you know you are going to die still. Look at what is happening in Ebonyi State. If you say na Fulani come attack you, we go carry you put for prison. Look at what Soludo is doing. I saw the Soludo police and the army and the Soludo criminal organization tout harassing girls in the street, pressing a girl up, be the press and for yash. You want to see if you wear pant and bra. What a disgrace! What a shame! Because you want to work for Fulani. They extort money, they kill innocent people. That is the same Soludo that I told you yesterday. I'm a Biafran. If I tell you I'm not a Biafran, you know I'm lying. Today, Soludo is anti-Biafra. Because they have told him, if you know you want to retain this your position, you have to carry out mass cleansing. You have to wipe out young men and young women. We through the same thing. Hobos are the my own he only day in blood. What is his name? The one of Abia. I've forgotten his name self. Somebody remind me Abia State. Oti, Alex Oti. The same thing. Was it not the same Alex Oti that discovered a whole recasserie with it? No head, no hand, no body parts in Abia State? And they locked the place and said nobody should tread here. Immediately Funani came out and say, you don't have right to say that. He ran into his house and said, go back and open the shop and sell. Is it not the same Abia State, Abia Oti, that came out to go to military headquarters in Abia and they begged them to release those over 300, I think, over 300 youths that the army, Musa Nigeria army, took away from Abia? Till today, did those people return? Nigeria army denied that they didn't take anyone, but we saw Alex Oti going to army headquarters in Abia to beg for those people to be released. Yet, they were not released. In Anambra, we found over 300 people in a shallow grave. Who find them? Na Bianco no find them. With Shidoden Kalu, ask two of them today, what happened to those people? What investigation have you carried out? What is the point of finding them out? And you do nothing. Not it. Don't find them. Because we know that our people are being eliminated every day. Every day. Every day. In numbers. So for you to go and tell us you saw a shallow grave. She doesn't kalu. I think she doesn't kalu. With a bianco no. Therefore, anytime we are hailing them. And they told them, don't worry, we will give you money. Let that thing die. If anybody want to position or want to collect Ghana must go, they will go and raise one door, so they give him money, go and sleep. Have you ever seen anything that they started, they finished? Nothing. They can't finish anything. That is why it has fallen on our head, on our shoulder, all over our body, that if you no fight for yourself, now you sabi. Our fathers went to the battlefield, battleground to defend us. We have to defend our children. Good thing today we have a place to talk to each other. Our fathers never have this opportunity we have now to tell each other what is happening, to call each other together, to liaise and group and plan how to go, how to fight, how to move, what to do next. We have this opportunity. A means of funding. When you talk of funding, some people will call you a criminal. Yet you want Biafra. Yet you want Obatobia out. I tell you to do your funding. You want Obatobia to have 1 million lawyers without asking yourself, how much have you contributed? Do you know what it takes for international lawyer to represent somebody? International lawyer to represent somebody. Senior advocate for that matter. Internationally, internally, representing somebody. You think, say na my donate your money. You will come and donate $5, and you are expecting me to go and bring down her aeroplane for you. You want DPM to go and if you don't know, let me not go that area self. But what I'm telling us today is that whoever truly wants this Biafra to come should do something. Nobody be more Biafran than the other. This is one thing we must understand. Nobody is more Biafran. Everybody in one person. I no get too head. You no get too head. So me and you have to do everything for Biafra to come. I'll stop this program here. I'll stop here. But we must learn to defend ourselves. And we must learn to tell ourselves the truth. I have to stop here. And then, good night for now. Bye.
That you are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian security, Nigerian immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you, but if you wear the Nigerian uniform representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price, and you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone.
Not running away from their ancestral land in the entire Nigeria. I want you to understand, it is only in Biafra land that people are not running away from their ancestral land in the entire Nigeria. In Yoruba land, people are fleeing the ancestral land. In the northeast, northwest, middle belt, people are fleeing from the ancestral land. It is only in Biafra land, and the government of Biafra made it possible. But you know what? They would like you to believe that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insecurity. No, I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out of the way, which is not possible. I have come. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what I'm doing today in 5 years to come. Thank you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen.